Test. There we go. Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Hope you guys are a wonderful evening so far, guys. My night tonight just got completely away from me. And here we are. And I'm going to stream for a couple hours, I guess. And good to go. Unfortunately, my sleep schedule is rotating, which is making things painful. And then I had a bunch of stuff I was doing tonight. So yeah. I guess. Here we are. A couple things I did yesterday, guys, off stream. Definitely had shit show games this morning, too, as it turns out. So, I don't know exactly what's going on in the game right now. In Rivals, I guess we're going to figure out exactly what's going on here. I tried playing tank, I tried playing DPS again. It was just a nightmare, an absolute shit show. So, I think what's going to happen, or what's going to go on here, is I think we're going to try and, might either try playing purely West Coast or maybe on EU, because West Coast right now is like 12 a.m., right? So that's still kind of early. Or we might play on EU. We might do Frankfurt. I'm surprised they don't have a London server. Might do Frankfurt. Warsaw and Frankfurt are like right next to each other. There's a server in London, though. There's a London server. I don't know why they don't have that. Because Frankfurt's like central EU, and then London is like off to the side and caters to a very specific area, which is obviously UK and closer countries. Or they could pick something like France and then pick something on the east side of EU. Same thing in the US. They have Dallas here, but then we have North Virginia. I don't know why they didn't do Ohio. I know there's a server in Ohio, which would make a lot more sense. Same thing, I don't know why they do California. These are AWS servers, so this is Amazon web hosting, and I know on West Coast, for instance, there's a California server, which would be more central, as opposed to Oregon, which is more northern. And then in the East Coast, there is obviously Dallas, but then there's also an Ohio server, which is further north and more centrally located. And I don't know why they have North Virginia instead. It's probably because a lot of countries or a lot of companies do North Virginia. Like Fortnite does. I don't know why. Fortnite has an Ohio server too. Good evening, Sanjo. So I don't know exactly why they do that. I think what we're going to end up doing, though, is we're going to probably try playing Oregon for quality of games, and then we're going to try Frankfurt too. And because it's basically, what, like 11, no, it's 9 a.m. in EU right now. In central EU, it's 9 a.m. So we might be having problems with the consistency of our games. Unfortunately, there's no optimal solution there, but that's just kind of the way things go. So, I also updated my Windows to 24H2, which is the newest version, and we're probably going to have some weird issues and glitching going on here that we're going to have to get through, but hopefully we can do that, so it's not the deal. Also, did install a new Windows Conversion UE mod, which I used start all back. I was using Explorer, Process Explorer, whatever it's called, the Explorer Patcher. That's what it's called, Explorer Patcher. But it's not actually a paid program, and it seems like they're having some development issues with it, as all free programs tend to have, so it might be time to just purchase something. This also looks pretty good. The company that's making this looks pretty good. Same thing with Start 8. Or Start 11's another one. I thought this was free. It's not, so yeah. I guess we'll just go with it. Also, yeah, so I updated Windows, and I'm probably gonna have a bunch of issues with my mouse and shit now too. Pretty sure. Oh, Virginia's a shithole. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of places in the U.S. that aren't very good. So, if we look at this, for instance, Ohio's closer, and it used to be companies used to have servers in Chicago, but Chicago got too expensive, so then they stopped doing that. A lot of companies have Ohio, and I think the other one is Iowa. Google has some stuff in Iowa. But Ohio's closer than there's a California server. Canada Central, I mean, this is basically close to the U.S. I believe this is in Quebec. I believe this is Quebec. Or Toronto. London's even closer because Ireland's technically off to the side. It all depends on where the cable goes underneath the ocean. Is going to determine this. And there's Frankfurt, which is pretty close to what it shows in ping in game. But then you have things like, for instance, Azure has Chicago. They have a 16 ms ping to Chicago right there. This used to just only do AWS. It looks like they do everything now. Google Cloud. Toronto. Yeah, there's Iowa. So this is Google, Iowa. We looked this up a while ago when I was playing Fortnite because they had very particular servers, and for some reason it always connected to Virginia instead of connecting me to Ohio, which is closer, and I couldn't figure out why. Couldn't figure it out, guys. Fiber's pretty amazing, guys. I literally get a ping of 10 to Chicago. Well, I can get a ping of 10 to Chicago. There are various web hosts, by the way. Cloud hosting platforms. Shit, what was I gonna do? Yes. Yep. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see where things go here, guys. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. Let's see. Closest is Chicago. Wisconsin's kind of small. Occasionally there'll be something in Madison, which is the capital of Wisconsin. Here it is. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, it remembered it. So it didn't change it since I thought I had it set to 18. I guess it changed it. AB class, I believe. There. Okay, well, as I mentioned, this is going to be kind of a shit show, guys, because I just updated Windows, so... Yeah, and that always comes with teething issues. Always comes with weird-ass fucking issues that pop up. Gotta play PoE 2? No. PoE 2, just like Diablo, has a very particular type of player that likes playing it. But yeah, PoE 2 or Diablo, basically dungeon crawlers have a very particular type of people that play it or watch it, just like World of Warcraft. They only want to watch that, and I don't want to play that my entire life. And I find it kind of non-engaging. The fun part of stuff like that is building your character, not really even playing the game, it's just building the character. But I think the way we're going to start things here tonight, guys, is we're going to see... I had an absolute dog of a time aiming at people earlier today, so... Yeah, we're going to try some games here. And see how this goes. Yeah, I actually deranked to Gold 1 yesterday. And then I got back up to Plat 3. So off stream, I actually deranked. It didn't actually. It didn't go better. Good evening, Casey. And I changed my username. I changed my username. I also reserved my username on a second account, so I didn't lose my name. I had to fucking change it though. So if I ever want to change it back, it's gonna cost me $10. Great, right? Yeah. And also, by the way, I most recently, I want to point out, guys, this morning after off stream, guys, was a shit show, absolute shit show. And is this the one where I got a DC? Like, there's one with an Iron Man. No, this is the one that just canceled. I had an Iron Man that I had my first crash in the game where I literally just the Iron Man started lasering me and I just instantly crashed. Very weird. But yeah, off stream, guys, immediately I started tanking and it just went to a complete shit show. It didn't even make sense. The games were so fucking bad in every way imaginable. Like, I just had shitbird DPS too. It was like everything. All the teams were always stacked against me. And then I started playing DPS, which I did better. I started playing DPS and I obviously did better. I just insta-locked DPS, but we're still losing. Then I swapped my username and we just won too. So I don't know if that's saying something about me or something else that's going on here, but the moment I changed my username, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. Did I see the Helldiver update? I know there is one. I did not look at it though. Are they taking more creative inferences from my stream? Am I enshrined somewhere? Helldivers 2 is always this is one of the weirdest games I've ever played. It's like I was the creative director for their game, only I was never credited, they never talked about me, and the community hated me. They introduced the Illuminate. Alright. I mean, I'm eventually going to go back to it, it's just not anytime soon. We played the shit out of single-player games this year. Like, I did like 9 months of single-player games, and that's about all I can do. There's nothing really the same as actually just having like even if I hate it and I rage, guys, there's nothing really the same as just having confrontation with people. In a video game, obviously. It doesn't have the same effect. So they introduced Illuminate. We'll probably go back to it at some point. But last time I looked at it, it really didn't look all that different than what we've been playing for the last 9 months, so obviously they've made completely different changes to the game, but it's still relatively the same. There's plenty of those on YouTube. If you're ever bored and you want to see part of my life that literally you'll never find in any other game in existence, yeah, just watch my highlights from Dead by Daylight 2. Yeah, Dead by Daylight, excuse me. That's yeah. It's like, you think gaslighting and manipulation, guys, is like the you've seen it all, right? Until you literally watch me play Dead by Daylight and kill 4 players, and then they rage so fucking hard. Because I always went against premates. Not always, but most of the time I went against premates because they'd stream snipe me and put aside the ones that were cheating, which I'd religiously call out because it is very, very common. And there's a bunch of fucks. The fucking Dead by Daylight community is something else. It is like everyone wants to shit on the killer, and they enjoy just jacking off about it. That's it. And they just want, and if you're a killer main and you stream, they want one of two things. Either you have to be really bad, which makes you hilarious, and they want to pity you and just like give you pats on the back. Or the other one is, if you're a good killer, they'll hate you because you're not supposed to be good at killer. It's absolutely like there's no way to win. Jesus. Ah. Sorry guys. Once again, absolutely fucking weird. The moment I start streaming, people want to talk to me. It's never any other part of the day. You know, I'm available literally 10 hours of the day, guys. And well, not saying I'm available, but like you literally could have a conversation with me at like because I do work and I tab between my work, right? I have like 10 hours of the day which I do up like actual stuff that pays my bills, and I can multitask, and then I stream, and then people want to talk to me. Face our comp, yeah. Oh, you remember that? You were here, KSA. You were here for that one day, that weird ass day where we had people come into my chat, and I was like, hey, don't you want to play against our comp team? And I'm like, no. No. And then I'm pretty sure they did it anyways, because we're probably actually playing against their competitive team. And like they didn't understand why I didn't want to play against their comp team. Yeah. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Made no sense. And I know it was happening in the background. I know fucks were like seeing how good I was, and they're like, we got to play against this. And then, you know, obviously they got to try and win too, and then it goes past winning where they have to cheat to try and win. And it just, there's so much shit, guys, that's said in Discords that you literally can't actually make up. Like, it just, you know, there's some sort of fucking smoky back room somewhere where guys are jacking off in it while talking about stuff, and you just never see the conversations, but you get the hints of them, like through chat. Like, you know, you pick up the inferences and like the observational stuff that happens around you, right? Yeah. Uh, Good stuff, guys. Yeah, Dead by Daylight. I don't know if I'd ever want to go back to Dead by Daylight, and I'm partially distracted right now. I don't know if I'd ever want to go back to Dead by Daylight. It is a very unique. It was a very unique game, a very unique community. I don't think you get anywhere else. But it's still not a first-person shooter. It's still not an RTS game, right? It's like I've mentioned before. People come with all sorts of analogies of what kind of game it is. It feels like a board game. It's not really necessarily so much about your personal like your neuron to fucking finger click, right? Like shooting in someone's eye hole in Overwatch, right? It's about planning and strategizing and doing tactics and working around the rules, the massive rule set that's in the game, right? Working around the rule set and figuring out how to best manipulate the rule set to your advantage. It's a lot like a board game as opposed to, you know, like kind of slow and methodical, as opposed to something like fast paced, you know, that gets your blood pumping and shit. Like you guys, like I mentioned before, you guys might think that I like I rage about this stuff, right? Like where I'm getting bad teams and such, but it's still better. It is still better than like the just not doing like when you don't engage your mind. You need like the confrontation. You need like the adversarial PvP to engage your mind and like kind of like get your body moving. I don't know a better way. It's probably the closest thing to working out without working out that you can do, where you get your mind into a mode where you can actually like have to work around what other people are thinking and doing, right? Yeah. Yeah, but there's nothing else like that as opposed to just doing like PVE games. Like I love PVE, guys, and like you know I have a space, I have a spot in my heart for like Oxygen Not Included or Oxy, right? Not Ani, Oxy. It's literally in the name. RimWorld, you know, stuff like that, and Helldivers 2 is a very cool game too. But it just doesn't do the same thing. It doesn't trigger the same chemical reactions and get me going in the same exact way. Like I played Diablo when I was younger. I played a bunch of dungeon crawlers, but it's just like you just sit there and kind of just zone out, which is fine and everything if you don't really want to engage your mind. But if you actually want to get things going, yeah, Oxy, you were here for Oxy. Oxy's a great game. Highly recommend if you're into Sims. Oxygen Not Included. That game has an absolute boatload of depth, and I'm still very confident that they could improve their game by adding PvE elements to the game, like player versus environment, not just like the simulation, but also added like combat to it. And they just never did that. Like, I don't think they want to get into that. Like, they aren't really like the kind of developers that like making violent games, I guess you would say. But you can make games like that without them being super violent. Like, they don't need to have like blood and gore and, you know, shit getting ripped apart or whatever, and still have the kind of atmosphere that is there, right? Oh, pretty good. Jesus Christ, guys. Are you gonna play games? Yeah, yeah. I was literally gonna play games, guys. Like I mentioned just a moment before I'm about to ready, before we're gonna get started here. Just start talking with people. This way it goes, just out of nowhere. Yeah, and stream's gonna be shorter tonight, anyways, because it got in so fucking late. So as I mentioned yesterday, yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on here. I changed my name, and that might be part of it. So I think we're gonna try playing locally first and see if our games change. And then I think if things aren't good, we're also going to try going and playing on Oregon or so West Coast, or playing in London or Frankfurt, which is like, it's like 9 a.m. right now, 10 a.m. in EU right now. Which, you know, obviously high ping isn't all that great, but considering we're just losing because we got people that can't actually. I legit had a guy. Was it this morning? Was I streaming? No, I wasn't streaming. I legit had a guy in one of these games that said he couldn't keep his eyes awake. Like in a comp game, he was still playing and said he couldn't keep his eyes open, and he's so tired, but decided that he was going to queue for another game, like literally throwing. What are you supposed to do about that? Like, you can't tell him to go to bed because it's already over at that point, right? So what the fuck are you supposed to do? It's like literally just like someone just going, oh, you know, like they come over to your party where you're, you know, serving alcohol, and they go, "Oh, I'm an alcoholic." You know, make sure I don't see alcohol or something. And you're like, "What the fuck is going on here? Why are you here? Stop that." And you know, some people can obviously handle that. You know, substance abuse, whatever, is terrible. But it's just like, why would you put yourself in that situation? And then why do I need to deal with the situation you forced on us? I don't know. But yeah, like, so this morning games were a shit show. I played tank, and then I stopped playing tank, and I did better by playing DPS because they were really bad games. So I did better by doing DPS, and I swapped my name, and just everything worked out. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that. Yeah, good. Oh, buddy. Diamond 3, can you ban heroes? You can ban in Diamond, yes. I'm not in Diamond. I'm I don't know. Like, it felt like the day before, like, we're going to climb, right? It felt like we're just going to get out of, like, Plat. And then we played whatever the fuck this was yesterday. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around exactly what's going on in this game as far as competitive goes. Obviously, there's cheating and pre-mades. But we legit have very, very lopsided games. So much so that it felt like people were throwing, which is why I changed my username. And I guess we're just going to have to wait and see how things go. Either way, I've used a lot of... Speaking of Dead by Daylight, Dead by Daylight is one of the first games where I started rotating my username, and it made a world of difference in my games. A world of fucking difference. And I wasn't ever really a big Dead by Daylight streamer, but it just made me realize, basically, not only how many people are, like, beholden to the name or reverse stream snipe you, so they might have seen my name somewhere, maybe on Twitter or something, and they decided to throw, or they tried to toggle on because they had an excuse to. Never give people an excuse to cheat, by the way, because they will. Or, you know, like, they reverse stream snipe you, which is basically typing in usernames in chat. Like when the game starts and people are sitting there waiting, they'll type in the usernames in a Google search and see who's streaming. Like, that's literally all to it. They won't even, like, you don't need to be a TTV. They just type your name in Google and see what pops up. Yeah. Good. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I literally am just halfway between two conversations right now, guys, and I do want to play games, and we are going to play games here. I need to finish this up, though. But yeah, you know, it's kind of weird. Like I mentioned before, I think they had a lot of problems in this game with seating. They didn't actually go other way to make to place people based on skill, because the ladder just opened, so everyone's in bronze, and that's clearly made for some really, really, really nasty matchmaking, where they should have had a way of placing people better, and like maybe even place people all the way up to top of plat, just based on skill and performance in your games. and they didn't. And it is an absolute fucking slog. Absolute slog. And where in games like Overwatch, you know, they have the ladders have been seated for so long that they have a way of basically kind of placing you relative to your skill level. And they don't have that in this game, and it made things absolutely horrible. And it's like you think you're through it, right? You think you're through the lower half here, and then all of a sudden it just comes back up. It just like bubbles up, and there's nothing you can do about it, like because you're part of a team. Good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, as I'm sure you've seen in other streams, based on the way comp is working right now, if you get to Diamond, there's only a handful of people in Diamond right now. Top 500, I think, is top of Plat right now. Like, this is still Diamond? This is like Diamond 2? Not. Diamond 2. Yeah, so Diamond 2 is top 500. Must be Masters, then? Grandmasters. Okay, so they're already in Grandmasters now. Either way, it's pretty far down. Diamond has almost no one in it right now if top 500 players are in Diamond. Which is going to take a bit to bubble into there. But yeah, like only Diamond has bans, and obviously Hawkeye and Helena just get banned constantly because they make the game miserable. So hero bans, basically you can remove a hero from the game. There's a voting system where basically your team gets 2 hero bans and the enemy team gets 2 hero bans, and basically everyone right now bans Hawkeye and Helena because they suck. They're really OP right now. So, yeah. It's not in the lower games, it's only in Diamond, but almost no one's in Diamond, so it never gets used. Good, guys. Alright. I do want to play Storm too, but like at this point, guys, everything's so chaotic. It's kind of it actually changes things quite a bit because Helena and Hawkeye clearly have issues in this game right now. Putting aside cheating, or maybe it's just cheating, they're really heroes that people just absolutely rail everyone on. So Psylocke's pretty close though. Psylocke's pretty decent. I think we're gonna have to play her more. It's kind of turning just playing whatever's meta. We do need to play games here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not only in a talky mood right now, but also we got weird shit. Like I mentioned, I have tonight, so there's a couple things going on here. I have upgraded Windows to see if I can maybe fix some weird shit going on in the game. Upgraded Windows, which means there's going to be all sorts of weird shit going on in the game. I'm sure. And game performance or just in general. And then also I wanted to try, for some strange reason, my full screen mode is broken. Whenever I swap to it, if I restart my game, everything's squished to the top right corner, and I found no way to fix it. And I don't know how to deal with it at all. It's just, it's some sort of weird thing, but you always want to be in full screen if you can do it, so. What is IoT? Long time no see, Ooze. Hi. Good evening, bro. No, I do not have ARM version installed on my PC now. It's like my Windows has been kind of broken up until like I had to update Windows using install media or the installation assistant instead of through stop looking at her ass, guys. Stop it. What are you doing? She knows. She can see you watching. Instead of through the Windows update. But with the current update, it definitely fixed it. So whatever is there is gone or fixed now. Yeah. Yeah, I know what IoT is. It's just, I didn't know what Windows IoT is. Okay. So we're going to play some games here. As I mentioned, I think we're going to start out by playing on Central. And then we're probably going to try Oregon. And then maybe we'll, if we need to, try Frankfurt. Because Oregon right now it is 1 a.m., which is still relatively early. So, otherwise, Frankfurt right now is currently 9 a.m. right now. 9, 10, depending on where you are in Europe. We're going to try playing tank, though, I guess, and see what happens. Alrighty. Good. I think we're going to tank. I think that's what I did this morning after I changed. Also, I changed my IP, so hopefully I don't have any internet issues again. Also, instant queue. Well, we'll see how fucking terrible this is, guys.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto yields.
I never wanted to be Iron Man, but it worked out for everybody.
My audach is sharp. My mind is sharper.
2 instant tank picks. Alrighty. It's fucking weird that we don't have DPS mains insta-locking right now. People throw a fit about it, but it's generally a bad thing if you don't have insta-locks, because that means people aren't comfortable with playing DPS, and you need to have people that are comfortable with playing DPS, or you're going to have issues.
30 seconds. Stay strong.
30 seconds to come.
Trickster, where will you make your
Cheating?
mischief when the world is
Because that would imply that I actually cheat. What is this shit? It's clearly like a missing texture, but I verified my game cache and it hasn't fixed that shit. And that.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Thunder thing.
This looks like a gig for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Here they come now.
That.
Now I might survive this.
I just got insta-sniped by, I didn't even know you could do that.
We must observe this location. Step aside.
Holy fucking leg! Yeah, there is. So I've kind of loosely talked about it. There's clearly some issues with there being a benefit to being on ping, and that shouldn't be. There should be no benefit to being high latency at all, because it encourages people to game the system. If you want. Alright, well, we wasted an ult on that. I don't know why our tank's so, like, shit like this, guys. Why the fuck are the teammates doing this? Actually, I think that was from the...
I am ready to put on a show.
build ult. Stop healing him. Ow! Dude, like, Psylocke's actually, like, people are using her as, like, a backline. She's actually a really good offensive bruiser. Obviously, she doesn't have any HP.
Only 60 seconds left.
Armed and dangerous!
Our Groot here is kind of weird. Like, it kind of looked like he snapped me prior to me coming out of my cloak.
Step aside.
What? No, actually we didn't.
You're mine.
Yeah. It's actually amazing that game still exists.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
What a difference.
There's a max range on that. I don't know exactly what it is.
Better stop that vehicle.
You're mine.
They are in front of us.
You're mine.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
What a difference.
Yeah, plant size 2 still active? Yeah.
Step aside.
Also, for some reason, when you respawn, you get your full cooldowns back, and other times when you respawn, you don't get your full cooldowns back. I don't know why.
Armed and dangerous!
Oh my god. Can't make it out.
Step aside.
Doing. Next to fucking possible to fucking.
I needed that.
Sure, I'll grab that. Thanks, bro.
You're mine.
Just announced on comms that he's back there.
There's still a chance to stop them.
there's like a lag to her, there's a lag to her attacks, and it's like delayed by a half a second. So when you're shooting like an enemy like right in front of you, it's very difficult.
You're mine. Our prey has been located.
Oh.
Down to 30 seconds.
How much money would be realistically generated? I have no idea. I mean, you'd have to be pretty difficult to figure out.
Step aside. Farewell.
We're still making money. It's actually kind of ridiculous that they've ever shut down MMOs in the first place, assuming that they, like, if you just don't actively develop them, it costs probably next to nothing to maintain games. Yeah, good job, guys. You didn't go to the point.
0, 2, 1. Time to switch things up, including.
Yeah, server costs. People always talk about server costs when it comes to game development. No, it's paying developers. Server costs aren't that fucking expensive.
My order is sharp.
You ever hosted like a fucking Counter-Strike server or anything? It's not. Back before you paid a company to do it, you used to host your own shit, and hosting isn't that expensive. The game is still popular. They had their chance, and they just kind of just popped and fizzled. It's another game. Kind of felt like the same way that
Round 2.
Helldivers 2 was going, by the way. Felt like what was going to happen to PlanetSide 2, and then they listened to the Ben Sam ideology, and then all of a sudden their game completely changed, and it's on the uptick now. Yeah, creative director Ben Sam.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Yep. Yep. Not sourced anywhere, shape, or form.
This feels empty. It's somehow dangerous.
Okay.
I know.
I guess he wants a
I don't
portal.
keep ending up in these situations.
Come to me.
Important comm, by the way. This guy looks like he's gonna portal.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Back portal on the top edge is actually really, really, really good.
Don't forget, securing the mission area is your top priority.
The Vishanti sent me to the Ancient One. It was my destiny.
I miss Concord.
A shortcut through space.
He should have won top ledge. He must be on the top ledge. This, yeah. Oh, I went the wrong way.
These arcs are dangerous, but
Go around the side. Try to charge through. I'm pretty sure the shark's cheating. Maybe he just has really fucking huge AoEs? The fuck is that? Like really, really, really big AoEs.
Sayonara.
Waste because we aren't gonna have any cooldowns, but oh my god. Her cooldowns take forever to come up, by the way.
I don't give up so easily. You're mine.
I am Groot. I am Groot. Don't mind me. I am just dying.
Like, the worst thing you want to fucking do is what we're doing right now, where people are just, like, gathering up and waiting to die to the fucking...
Out of sight.
Watching me? While I'm cloaked?
And so your story ends. You're mine.
Double KO.
Okay. There's some weird fucking shit. The raccoon's neck's impossible to
My
hit,
hunt
too.
continues.
That's not new. There's some weird shit with Lancy compensation. Normally in games, when you're at higher Lancy, you actually get punished for it. In this game, you don't. It actually seems like you become much more difficult to hit, which is why we're going to try playing on a different realm.
That's better.
Different server region.
You're mine.
This guy's just following me around.
Only 60 seconds left. I am ready to put on a show.
I think we just got soul ulted for some reason. Twice?
I don't give up. Step aside.
Chinese cheaters ruined it, and Chinese cheaters ruin a lot of games. It's not just Chinese. I mean, everyone does it fucking now. Cheating is 100% a plague in gaming. It's a huge fucking deal.
The final 10 seconds.
Step aside.
Instant stun and death. It's like they knew. That guy just literally came back to me on the side, behind the wall. Jesus fucking Christ. Amount of fucking focus we're getting too, guys. I even changed my name. I don't understand this. The same way this morning too, where I just get focus out of everyone that's at the point.
I am ready to put on a show.
Right way.
What a difference.
Fuck off. And instant off.
Score 0-2-1.
Pretty sure this is a pre-made. That's unfortunate. And we were definitely getting focused. Also unfortunate. Next game. So let's try a different region now. We're gonna try Oregon and go on West Coast and see if we get a more equal game. So we need to do. Isn't always sorted by people in your last game. Gotti is in a group of 3. Which I believe is one of the guys on the team is all the healers. Helena. They're Jeff. Almost no healing. We're probably going to try EU, as I mentioned, at well at some point here. Downside of playing West Coast, guys, is most Chinese players that play in NA play on West Coast because it has a lower ping. And you get a lot more of them on, so you get a lot more shenanigans on West Coast servers as opposed to East Coast servers. I should be curious if we get a longer queue on West Coast than we do on East Coast. Because most people are supposed to be playing, sleeping right now. Alright. Well, on West Coast don't even want to play West Coast? What the fuck would that be? Definitely seems like the majority of cheaters are currently playing Helena and Hawkeye, by the way, as well. And occasionally you get one that plays... Which is weird, because Punisher would be better at it, right? I guess he's too normal? You get one that plays Black Widow. I think the only Black Widows I've seen are cheating. They're just fucking hilarious. I don't think Namor actually does damage. Like, he's kind of a cool character, but he doesn't actually do a lot of damage at all. Maybe I should have played Squirrel Girl?
Being a superhero is a piece of cake compared to being Luke Cage's nanny. That was stressful. Double KO! That's 3!
No. She doesn't actually insta-kill either. Even when she headshots, she doesn't insta-kill.
Amazing! 6 in a row! Way to go!
Squirrel Girl does so much damage. Even when you do her, even when you play her, she doesn't really get that much,
Let's make it 4!
I don't know. I don't know why she doesn't secure kills. She should. She does a lot of damage. Single target and explosive.
That last acorn's a doozy!
Why do you suppose we aren't getting Qs on West Coast, guys? Bots are inspired by TF2. These guys? No, these are miniature Galactica, which is a comic book character. Galactica's one of the major villains. I don't really read a whole lot of comics, so I don't really know the lore behind it, though. But these are like miniature versions of Galactica.
That's amazing! 6 in a row! Way to go! Time to go nuts! Unbelievable! Got him, Tippy!
Overwatch are you trolling? These don't look like the Overwatch bots at all. I mean, they're square. Is that the prerequisite you're looking at? They're square? I guess they're square. they fulfill the necessary criteria of being a square,
1, 2, 3. Tippy don't spot
as
you
opposed to
down
being more of a rectangle like people.
Got him, Tippy! Howdy! Oh, hey there!
I don't respond to you though. The Overwatch bots do. Obviously, better game. Maybe we can play West Coast. Why the fuck? Why can't I? What happened to the West Coast server for this game, guys?
Oh no! Our fans are gonna be so mad at me.
6-minute queue. It was instant when we queued Central. I thought it would be much faster.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My old edge is sharp. My mind is sharper.
Yeah.
Round one, go!
Demons, yokai, and villains. They all fall by my blade. Just the same.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Takes so long for her to get her charges back.
Warlock is a curious name for one with no arcane powers.
Asgard has been invaded
No
yet
one
again.
chooses their birth
But
name.
as always,
After that,
Loki shall
call yourself
prevail.
what you like.
I like Adam Warlock, but maybe I'll start calling myself Sorcerer Supreme.
The battle starts in
I
5,
see.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Greetings.
A portal through space has been opened.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Every spell cast has its price. My debt is deep.
The enemy has arrived. This place could be easily damaged. What a difference.
I don't know if that's going through or not.
Becomes a turret.
Ow! Okay.
Step aside.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
My blade seems sharper.
Don't really do a whole lot of damage till you get close to people. Kinda not how you think you'd play her.
That's quite the weapon, Punisher.
Or if they're big targets. Maybe she's a tank boss? There's no way.
Along the sea attack, watch out.
Obviously she benefits from bigger targets, right?
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
We could cause great destruction here. Hitting hard.
She actually does a lot of damage.
Hang in there, big tree.
Out of sight.
Doing.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Yeah. They know. They know too much, guys. They know way too much. How do they know so much?
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
My blade
Alright?
seems
They're just running away.
Along distance attack, watch out.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint.
These shots are all fucking laggy. Like, so when you click the button, it's like a half a second, not a half, a quarter second between when you fire to while the projectile hits where you're aiming. What the fuck is that? I was in the middle of my ult. What? On his screen, I didn't even go into my ult. Like, I was there, and the crosshair was there. The crosshair was there, but clearly I wasn't actually doing anything. Like, I wasn't actually flying around like you're supposed to.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Oh, that didn't work.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
Had time to reload.
We must cut off Loki's supply of Pronovium.
Also, I changed my sound to use 3D audio, so hopefully we get some positional audio. What the fuck is that?
My hunt continues.
I think we might have a sus individual. I shouldn't have used my... Dashes are like a 12-second cooldown, guys.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. Don't have to fight alone.
My light cannot be snuffed.
Part of the game's problems, putting aside lag compensation, is definitely sounds don't always render. I'd even hear the Nemor with throwing spears at me. And it didn't even render.
Excellent forms, dear Mantis.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Get out of there, Frank. Those medicine.
See me from behind? There's no way. What the fuck?
My hunt continues. We must.
Buddy.
Served a cruel king.
And cue the ult that I can't do anything about. We're gonna run to the back edge here, though. Oh! Don't kill me. Does this do a lot of damage? Shields?
Judge, jury, executioner!
I hope you could not feel this.
Alright.
Step aside. Yes.
So close! This is your big chance!
Rise, my friends!
The ocean can spawn you first.
It is so fucking hard to lead with this chick because of how delayed the projectile is.
I'm opening a portal.
How far behind the projectiles shoot compared to where you're aiming. It seems like I'm just like I can't aim properly, guys. But the projectile's so delayed. Like 80 strafing actually works really, really well against this chick, depending on how the frequency and how fast you're moving back and forth.
All that is sharp.
By the way, I have almost no games on Psylocke. I think I have like
The
2,
right heroes could make all
3
the
maybe. This I
difference.
think is my third game. Yes, she is. She's pretty. All the character designs are really cool. Like Captain America, I still think is actually the coolest design in the game. It's just he runs around and doesn't do anything. So, yeah, you know,
Round 2.
Enemies can become friends.
he is very, very cool. A lot of the characters are very, very cool. They did a really good job on the character models. Not doing that to stroke dicks either. It's just, it's like look at her fucking butterfly scarf. Her entire character is like designed around cosmetic butterflies or themed around it. Look at that. And when she goes invisible, she leaves behind butterflies. And when she dashes, she has little butterfly wings. Or moth wings, one of the two. I don't know which it is. Butterfly and moths are like one and the same. Yeah, he has to worry about the deep
Battle
state.
starts in 5,
Moon Knight has to worry about the deep state, guys.
2, 1. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Spider-Man.
The enemy has arrived.
Oh, I need assistance. Stop that vehicle!
Immediately got a bubble.
What a difference.
I had the unfortunate experience yesterday, I think off-stream, where I was playing, yeah, it was off-stream, where I was playing Penny, and the moment I would ult, no, it wasn't Penny, it was, I was playing against the Penny, and I was playing,
You're mine.
she was like a shotgun shurikens too.
Step aside.
Which makes me think she might even be like a tank buster, even though she basically has assassin abilities. She just does a lot of damage to tanks.
You stop them in their tracks.
I was playing as Doctor Strange against a Penny, and the moment I ulted, I'd always get insta-wrapped. 100% accurate insta-wraps. It was like the most annoying thing you could obviously tell is automated. Reminds me of Anna's sleep darts. Oh!
I need assistance.
Mantis is currently asking how I didn't die, and I actually kind of don't know.
You don't have to fight alone.
You're too loud.
Do I hear clip-clops of someone else? Those my clip-clops? Sounds like gross Widowmaker footsteps. Oh no, it's the goats. Same thing.
We must observe this location.
You made me angry.
Is that a solo ult? That's a solo ult. No, it's not! Intentional. Got headshot.
You're too loud.
My hunt continues.
They've made it halfway. Stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
Leave them to Khonshu.
We are undefeatable.
We must observe this
I am ready to put on a show. Only 60 seconds left.
Never miss.
I was like nowhere near her. Just two taps me.
My
The
hunt
same combo.
Step aside. Farewell.
But yeah, there's a lot of character, like all the character designs are really cool, and they could very easily be fixed, most of the characters, with some simple tweaking that aren't viable right now.
Harder than ever.
Final 10 seconds. Let me help. I am here.
How the fuck did that headshot me? I died to the left of where she was aiming halfway through my dash, and she wasn't even aiming at me. I don't think she has aim assist, does she?
Out of sight.
We're gonna burn all our cooldowns here.
What a difference.
Enemy in front of us.
Yep. And then there's the fucking Mantis stun, which is a giant fucking poofy aura.
Don't drown in the dark.
Final score 3-2-0. Another epic victory. Big win.
Every game's a stomp. Hawkeye needs a nerf. Yes. Do both. How do we do? We did not beat Moon Knight. But that happens if people are too stupid to break his onks. Moon Knight completely revolves around his onks, and if the enemy team is really good at breaking onks, it doesn't matter. I got 5 KBs. And our Hawkeye, aka Hanzo, got 22. Putting aside cheating and pre-made's definitely influencing how stompy things are in the game right now. The lack of a seated ladder or better way of placing people in the ladder has led to basically the scenario we're in now, where there's a lot of people that just randomly rank up and down, unbeknownst to their like own skill. And WoW still has this problem, even though the game's been out for ages. One of the reasons people get hard stuck in bronze, or whatever it is, whatever you just stop at, I think it's like the low metal ranks. You just get stuck in them. We didn't do shit. Guess I should be trying for the backline and killing healers off more. I was sitting in front trying to apply pressure, and that might not be, like... She does a lot of damage if you can hit the shots on people. The bigger the model, the more likely you are to land all your shurikens on them. I wonder if you actually get credit for doing damage to shields in this one. I think we could have done better with Squirrel Girl, though. Like, doing that.
It appears some timelines feature a very different version of me. Here they come now. You're mine! Sayonara. Step aside.
That's... Why does it reset? This bitch, random. Oh,
5,
I thought that just gets rid of the battle music.
3, 2, 1.
An enemy has arrived.
A double jump? I don't think I've ever seen Luna use a double jump in the game itself.
What a disgrace. You lose, demon.
Dude, these guys move a lot better than the fucking Lunas do in our games.
Mind over matter. The enemy has arrived. Did that hurt? Good.
Like, it swear to God, it feels like I'm shooting through, sometimes shooting through the models. Like, you can see where the tracers are landing, it's not where my fucking shurikens are going through, even though it goes through the model.
Mind over matter.
Yeah, there's definitely, like, you can see the V when it spreads, like, it goes like that. You can see the V, right, from behind it. You'll notice that it's actually off from my model, because it's a projectile. Projectile as opposed to hit scan.
You lose, demon.
And my right click too, which is I don't think it does the same flight time as my left click either. There's definitely some cases where I'm like literally fucking throwing through the model and it just doesn't fucking do shit. Alright. To Potatoville we go, guys. Oh, it's so hard to get games on West Coast. We could also try East Coast. I want to try changing full screen first before we do that. Not East Coast, Europe.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
My odachi is sharp. My mind is sharper.
At least it seems like Doctor Strange is relatively picked pretty often. We can tank. I wouldn't mind tanking. It also seems an awful lot like he's gonna tank. It seems an awful lot like Magneto might need buffs. He just doesn't do enough damage. Pretty tanky, but that's all he does. And Captain America doesn't really do much of anything either.
Enemies can become friends, but only if we show our foes respect.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
They should throw at the ground right behind the target when I use my right click, because it make it easier to retrieve them if they miss. Aim for the shins.
I have done that wonder. I can assure you.
Your raccoon's really laggy. As moves fade, occasionally warps around.
The battle starts
In most games, by the way, if you have like netcode, once you go beyond like certain thresholds, the game will actually tone it down and make it easier to hit shots on you, because they'll just like be more liberal with your hitbox, and that's not what you want as far as it, like a player goes.
The enemy has arrived.
And just got one tapped in the face.
Please give me a.
It didn't even look like he was leading me. It looked like he snapped past me. Cool.
Out of sight.
Capture the mission area.
You lose. Compromise. What a difference.
Control C.
Yep. Come on. And apparently the disconnect penalty is not harsh enough because people are doing it when they don't like a match. It'd just be the equivalent of a loss. Like if you gave people like 2 losses worth of elo, they would never do it.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My odachi is sharp.
Ah,
My mind is
Squirrel girl.
Eat nuts and
Squirrel girl.
books.
Eat a Black Widow. Magneto, Scarlet Witch, huh? This sword isn't even good. It used to be really good in the beta. It's not anymore. Magneto in general is just not very good. Get the booty. Squirrel booty.
Round 1. Go!
I do still kind of have a crush on Wolverine.
I'm energized. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Well, dear, how else is anything?
Left click on Iron Man's not even, like, you know, comparably like to Farah's like missiles. His left click's not even good. Like even if they're damage boosted, it seems like the damage. I think it stems a lot from hit registration problems in this game, where your shots don't register properly, and you don't do the right amount of damage. Because if, let's say, the models are off, compared to where you're actually supposed to do damage, you're,
I have seen many features, and most of them are bad.
your left clicks are,
Here they come now.
not going to land properly and do the right amount of damage.
I appreciate you.
That's not what I wanted to point out. me my nuts! Sometimes, for some reason, your buttons don't register. I don't know why. Where I'm shooting through that guy.
I expected better from you, Zai. What a shame.
Shinnok, help get that vehicle to its destination.
I am a true team player.
You're mine.
Oh,
Time to go nuts. Our foes may be near.
Get in there.
An ancient power. You're halfway there. Keep going.
probably a waste. He gets her ult super fast, so this is not maybe that big of a deal.
Here I come again.
Helena, if they made her projectiles harder to hit, you know, like, for instance, Storm's projectiles are hard to hit, she'd be a completely different character.
For mutants mind! Bring on the chaos!
Hell unleashed!
When I rise, they
Here I come again.
Step aside.
Could have ran away. I was trying to kite her around the...
Ooh, a touch of healing.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Bitch.
Belong to Namor. My friends.
I am ready to put on a show. Turn back now.
Oh my god!
Ooh, a touch of healing.
Off.
Squiddies, Namor. Get that vehicle moving again.
Ooh!
By the eye of Agamotto!
Ah, we're dead. Too many people hate Squirrel Girl.
By the eye of Agamotto! Your medicine. Leave me, darkness.
We're back, right, Tippy Toe?
I swear I was at 7 HP and just died instantly.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Time to go nuts.
Focus on the battle.
I'm gonna get nuts.
Watch me soar.
If this fails, I think we're gonna go Penny.
Truly harm me.
Beware. An enemy.
It's so fucking hard to hit. Oh my god. It's so hard to hit shots. I don't know why.
Watch me soar.
And our Helena might be cheating.
Tippy Toe.
This is based purely on our potato reaction time that we just saw there, where after I jumped up in the air and his crosser just sat there and he just started throwing at air and just meleeing in the air. Yeah. Good shit. Oh, I said I was gonna go fucking Penny! No!
to put on a show.
Knew she was gonna aim for me, so we just cut it around the edge of the team and got my ult off. Salad tosser, go.
This is war.
Final 10
We keep
seconds.
fighting until we can't fight anymore. Coming through.
Us against the
Keep
world.
fighting until we have a winner.
And can't use your shield in the air, because obviously Captain America. For some strange reason, you can't hold your shield up when you're in the air, guys.
The current score is 1-2-0. Time
Good.
to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Freedom's an idea that will never
Let's
The
see,
right
Penny.
heroes could make all the difference.
I'm here to finish the
Help
fight
out
that
our
my
tank.
father began. I hope I make him proud.
He's nuts? Your mom's nuts? Oh my god. Squirrel's nuts? She has some pretty fantastic nuts, if you do ask me. And she loves nutting all over people.
Round 2.
What I do may seem dangerous, but I've never felt safer than when I'm with Spider.
I do think I need to learn how to play Venom and Hulk. However, still trying to figure out when I should be playing tank as opposed to when I should be playing a DPS. This is a work in progress. Because we were playing tank for a while and we did fine.
I am not sure. I am a god, and you will be wise to treat me as such.
Whether God or otherwise.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is gonna hurt.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Enemy target located.
Time for some fireworks. Powering up.
Fuck is that? Behind.
We've got a lock on them. Mine's in place.
An enemy.
I need assistance.
He does so much fucking damage. You just jump off the edge, yeah.
Mine's in place. Distance restoring.
These things must belong to me.
We're in.
Yeah. Died in front of the healers with no one really pushing the point.
Magic.
Don't count us out yet.
Like she moves so fucking slow too. Did our entire team just give up on the point? Hey, bro.
I'm counting on you, friends. Time for some fireworks.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
We just not have healers?
What a difference.
What the fuck is going on here?
Step aside.
Okay.
What the hell are those things?
You know what to do, spiders?
What the fuck is that guy doing too?
Our prey has been located. Here they come now. Friends.
Mine's in place. Distance restoring. I know that sound. This is it's spider time!
Friends, gather around.
Watch me unleash.
Oh, yeah? Glad she gets healed. Good for her. We have another tank here, by the way, somewhere, I guess. No, he went DPS.
A few repairs.
Our other tank went DPS. Alright.
Mine's in place. I'm counting on you, friends. Powering up.
We literally just have DPS running around in front because our DPS can't kill them. And after I swapped off Squirrel Girl, now they've become much more aggressive because there's no one suppressing them anymore. So, hey look guys, we went tank to try and support our tank and it just made everything worse because our tank decided to swap and then do worse.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
You're a fucking dumbass, and that guy I'm pretty sure is cheat. People with like huge egos in like Shitbirdville are almost always people cheating. Almost always. It's like Dead by Daylight logic, guys, where you get the asshole. It's almost always a cheater. Almost always. And this is the guy that was literally fucking just constantly hitting you and like immediately detached and he just throws at air because he doesn't actually respond to you. It's his aimbot. I want to fucking watch a highlight. There's no highlight. It's like Overwatch without rolls. Overwatch didn't have roll queue at the beginning. And they decided it was too difficult to balance, so then they added roll queue. Let's see. It's this guy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm playing the wrong tank too. Try this. Once again, whenever I do this and I start my game up, it like basically makes my screen just goes black and all I get is a cursor if I restart my game. But I can do it when the game's actually running. Gives a shit about you, little bro.
I'm just a sword for hire. This is all so much bigger than me. The enemy has arrived. You lose, Gina.
Double KO! That's 3!
And there's one below, but there's one up top here too somewhere.
You're mine. Sayonara.
Was it the Psylocke on her team that did a lot of damage, or was it in kills, or was it the Helena? I don't remember.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
My Odachi is sharp. My mind is sharper.
Weirdly enough, we don't have DPS insta-Qs. People were complaining about that, but we're seeing a lot of just random insta-Qs, not always DPS. No one gives a shit, little bro. Fuck off. Not here to make content for you.
Round 1,
Enemies
go!
can become friends, but only if we show our foes respect.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds.
Tracer rewind?
Step aside.
Or do something dumb.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Really dumb.
3, 2,
It is a little bit too dumb.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
If we save all timelines, perhaps I can finally return to my own. This spot requires attention.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
That's better.
Moonlight placed an orb.
Even the characters talk about Ox all the time. How do you get around the side here? I don't think I've ever done this.
Step aside.
You owe me one.
What a disgrace. Thank you, sister.
That? Kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen Psylocke do that.
What a difference.
You need to grow up.
But
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Step aside. Any time to heal.
The cold.
I will buy her.
DP him? Get him some good DP? Quing, 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 quing.
That's 3.
Step aside. You're mine. Yes.
This definitely feels better. At least my hair edge seems better, so I don't know, guys. Take it with a grain of salt. It's usually the reason you try to run in full screen all the time.
Here they come now. Step aside. What a difference.
I don't think it gives HP back. Okay, he just hits all his fucking arrows on me? Alright. He just tried to shoot me through the wall.
Yeah, I earned that one.
We get a toggler, guys? We get the ego toggle? Oh, we're getting run over. We gotta show them good. I bet they're cheating too, so I'll start cheating. Christ.
Step aside.
He's low on HP? He's not.
Tremble before pass.
60 seconds left.
Yeah, I should have rewound. There's tons of things I could have done there to survive.
You know what to do, spiders?
I'm back. You're mine.
Why it points you at random doors sometimes. That's why I went out the first time.
The enemy has arrived. We cannot let them take this place.
Dude, people should be watching the objective, not fucking watching the rando behind. This is what happens when people start chasing tracers at low elo.
30 seconds.
Sit at the point, he has to come to the point.
What a difference.
We got this.
Step aside.
Double KO.
It actually feels easier to hit targets, I don't know. Maybe it's just RNG.
Score is 0.
People trade goats, yeah. I mean, when I'm playing Scroll Girl, you'll see, like, was it earlier? I mean, Doctor Strange is almost in every single game. And he has an extremely potent shield. Ours doesn't. We had a solo Penny.
Team to win this one.
He has an extremely potent shield. Do pretty good. A Spider-Man? I had a Panther. What occasionally you see with Magneto, and it's very, very tanky.
but only if we show our foes respect.
Talking tank meta.
Greetings.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Hype.
One wearer to another, Strange. You got some serious cloak game. I like yours too. Really? You do? Oh, but not as much as mine.
Stick shots, stick shots, stick shots. Still, like, you can see the leg between, like, where I'm firing.
The battle
Yeah, you're gonna
starts
hump my
in
leg? Fuck off.
4,
Stick shot.
3, 2, 1.
Gather round.
Don't forget, securing the mission area is your top
Come
priority.
to me.
It's always been me and Tandy against the world.
That's
He knows too much, guys.
The enemy has arrived.
Oh my god. Gotta go for a fucking... I don't think I get my HP back if I rewind.
You're mine.
It's all his fucking shots.
Just what the doctor ordered. Yeah, I earned that one.
Reborn once
Yep.
more. Step aside. Out of sight.
Yeah.
Come to me. What a difference.
Get
Bro.
ready. Blow up the bad guys.
Fuck off. How do you know I'm sitting here?
Ready to unleash the life force.
Why is the tank waiting for me to make a move? What? I hit C! Dude, this game is so glitchy with your keys. I pushed the button. Why didn't I rewind? It wasn't like that when it launched.
I'm back. You're mine.
I hit C on my keyboard. I felt the key press. I pushed it. Nothing happened. Don't always register, and it's so fucking weird.
That's better. This will
Run
do
the
nicely.
exploding plasma.
Feels like no damage at range, apparently. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange 2 taps you? The fuck? It wasn't even strange.
You're mine.
I'm just, like, everyone's fucking funneling. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Bringing little X's on the map, guys.
You're mine.
Only 60 seconds left. I am ready to put on a show.
What a difference.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Your powers are
I am ready to put on a show.
never miss.
Down to 30 seconds.
God, it fucking ult's so long.
Final score: 1-2-0.
Exactly what their team was doing. Like, I don't understand why people solo funnel. Why do you solo funnel?
Epic victory.
All you have to do is wait, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go walk in. And we're in plat right now, too. Those are plat players doing that. And we didn't get max KBs or anything. Or it just feels like I just don't do damage. We do with Iron Man, but we get a shitload of focus. Like, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten insta-killed by the Hawkeye over and over again if we played Iron Man. 7 KBs. I mean, it's not super horrible. Damage Psylocke's not going to do, but this is what I should be getting. What I should be doing. Well, alright guys. Short stream tonight, guys. A lot of weird shit going on. I don't know if we're going to keep playing Oregon tomorrow. I mean, the games take forever to fucking... Well, they don't take that long to pop compared to Comp and Overwatch. They still take a while to pop. I don't know why. I'm going to play off stream and then maybe kind of judge things for myself as well. Full screen, this setting. For some reason, I can't use it normally. Still trying to figure out why that is. You have to set all my shit to low. I tried that for a little bit, and it didn't seem to make a difference. Some games, your FPS is directly related to your hit registration. So the lower your FPS is, the worse your hit registration actually is, too. Might be part of it. Tough to, yeah, I know. I had a really fucking weird night. And I updated my Windows. And I got everything ready, and then it was like fucking 2. I know, KSA. I know it was a really, really fucking short stream today. And then it was like the first, like, 20 minutes of sitting there socializing with people. I know what happens. But, if I go too late, then I turn into, like, I just completely degenerate and turn into an early morning streamer, and, like, there's no one that watches. Like, just, everyone's already in bed. I need to start streaming earlier, and not just saying that. Working earlier tonight, too. But we're going to call things, guys. Tonight will be, I guess, more Rivals. I'm going to play off stream here, guys. I don't know, like, yesterday wasn't anything, you guys didn't miss out on anything, until I changed my, I mean, tonight's games are much better, like, than last night's, right? Like, look, we're actually winning games. At least we're winning some. Yesterday morning was an absolute shit show. Until I changed my username, and that seemingly made a difference. Like, this is where I changed my username, and then immediately made a difference. But we had this all last night, or all this morning, when I was off stream, and then last night's games were fucking terrible, too. I do need to get on, and the prior the day before were great. Great games, and I was just tanking. All I was doing was being a tank. Great on tank. I don't know, there's some weird shit going on with this game, guys. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not exactly sure. There's a lot of things going on here. Hopefully we can get this smoothed out in the future. But I'm out here for this evening, guys. Tonight we're going to be more of Rivals. You guys have to look forward to or not to look forward to, depending on your preferences. If you're new to the stream, you enjoyed the bullshit, you enjoyed the fun, you enjoyed watching me report people, make sure to hit the follow button on your select platform. I stream to Kick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, as well as TikTok every day from late night to early morning, GMT-6, so late night North American time. And you can stream for about 3 to 4 hours, give or take, depends on my life, what's happening, etc., etc. However, tonight's stream was very short because I had other stuff going on prior, and I can't stream longer, or my sleep schedule gets absolutely fuckered more than it already is. So, yeah. We're going to call things, guys. Tonight will be more of Rivals, though. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my streams always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Thursday night and Friday morning. Have a good day, guys.